pagans, the heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know.
Hello from Alki Beach in Seattle, and welcome to the Rosita League draft preview for 2016. Draft day is now very close, so for all you rookie owners who are going to be experiencing this for the very first time, you're in for a real treat, because there's nothing quite like draft day. Remember that the draft is this coming Saturday, September the 3rd, 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Just log on to our Rosita League site on ESPN.com, and I recommend that you do this 15 minutes early, just to make sure that all systems are a go. After you sign in, all you have to do is follow the online instructions that will pop up about entering our league draft. Now remember, the draft starts at 10 a.m., as in 10 in the morning, not 10 at night.
Wait a minute, wait! She must have meant 10 o'clock at night. Do you think?
So don't do anything dumb or dumber like show up at 10 p.m. Remember, 10 a.m. As you know, after the draft lottery, there was a 1-week window in which teams could swap draft positions, but no one did. Thus, the order that was chosen in the lottery is indeed the final draft order. So, this is the exact order for round 1 and all odd rounds, and it's the reverse order for all even rounds. Also, the starting waiver priority order is the reverse order of the final draft order. This means that I have the number 1 waiver priority at the start of the season, while Omar, having the number 1 overall pick of the draft, starts at number 14. Now, interestingly, this particular order that was chosen randomly yields some key factors as we head into the draft. Let's look at the front 7 of the draft order. Picks number 1 through 7. Now notice that 6 of the 7 teams are rookie owned. Now check out the back 7 of the order. Look at how 5 of the 7 are owned or co-owned by veterans. You hear me, rookies? If you have done your draft research, you should be fine. But if any of you mess up, the veterans in the back 7 are sure to make up for your mistakes. Another interesting factor is this: the snake draft turns. I'll explain. James and I have the final 2 picks of each odd round, but also the first 2 picks of each even round. That means James and I control 4 picks in a row. That same thing happens with Chuck and Omar. They control 4 picks in a row at the end of even rounds, at the beginning of odd rounds. What does this mean? For one, the 4 people on the turns will control the flow of the draft naturally. Our picks can start runs on various positions, and if owners in the middle of the rounds mess up on their picks, some good players can fall to us. Another factor here is that after each turn, it will be a while before we pick again. For both Omar and myself in particular, after each of our picks in these snake turns, both of us must wait 27 picks until our next pick. This means if we really want a player or position, we may have no choice but to reach for a player much sooner than the player's ADP. Now, here are some interesting scenarios that factor into our draft. Tony Romo, injured in a preseason game in Seattle. His injury has major fantasy implications for sure. Where do you draft Des Bryant, for instance? Where do you draft Jason Witten? How about Ezekiel Elliott? And as for Dak Prescott, the starting quarterback for the Cowboys now, is he even draftable in our league? Now, there's the suspension club. Le'Veon Bell, Josh Gordon, Tom Brady. You might be able to draft them at good value in fantasy as a result. Also in our league, we have lots of rookies who may not necessarily know all the names of the players around the league. Thus, they may go for their comfort zone, Seahawks players. It should be interesting to see where Seahawks players are drafted in our draft as a result, or if owners show restraint to begin with. And just briefly, on a related note, it's not required for you to watch any of these videos that I'm making here. These are just provided to you as a courtesy, kind of like a media outlet. But it is highly encouraged that you do watch the videos, just so that you're in tune with the league. Again, it's up to you. See you at the draft. Have fun, and God bless.
Yeah, trust issues not to mention. They say they can smell your intentions. You laughing on the freak show sitting next to you.